£100 from the year 2000 buys you about £55 worth of stuff today. The pound has lost nearly half of its value this century in the last 26 years. Real wages in Britain, by the way, have gone nowhere since 2008. That hasn't happened for over a 200-year stretch of British economic history. It's just insane to think that on average, wages have not gone up for 20 years, while inflation has eaten away almost 50% of spending power. And of course, the official numbers say that inflation's back around target, but we all know that the official numbers are nonsense. Which brings us to the date that actually worries me for the UK. The UK budget, which is coming in either October or November. And keep in mind that the new Prime Minister will only have been on the job for a few months before he has to write the entire budget for a country who's paying $110 billion in interest on its debt. That's the crisis window that I flagged in May when I did a video on this. And we're inside that window now. Now, some of you will push back and say, Nick, the FTSE 100 is at 10,500, near record highs, collapse is cancelled, right? In case you don't know, by the way, the FTSE is the UK version of the S&P 500. And I understand that point. The FTSE is near record highs, but I'll counter with 2 points of my own. First, the companies listed on the FTSE index make most of their money abroad, not within the UK. So a record FTSE doesn't say much about the economic health of the UK itself. And get this part too, over 60% of takeover bids for UK listed companies now come from overseas. Foreign buyers are picking up good British companies cheap because the country is just not doing too well. Second, the FTSE is up about 5% this year. People seem to think it's a good year, but the WIG, which is, like I said earlier, the Polish version of the S&P 500 and the Polish version of the FTSE, is up about 15%, which is 3 times as much. And over the last 12 months, the difference is even crazier, with the FTSE being up over 16% versus the WIG almost 40%. By the way, I put together a free retirement guide, how to retire before 2036, 6 steps, everything I'd do if I was starting again at 40 with nothing. No hype, no nonsense. It's free to grab. There's a link below. Check it out.